Good morning. Good morning. And thank you for joining with me this morning as we prepare to greet and enjoy a new day and a new week. So I hope you are relaxed and yet alert in a comfortable seating position. I recommend you have your feet flat on the floor, and if you like, your palms turned up. Your spine should be nice and straight and yet relaxed. So as you're ready, just allow your gaze to soften, allow your eyes to softly gaze on a place in front of you and below you, or allow your eyes to close as you feel comfortable. Now I invite you just to notice your breathing. Don't try to control it or manipulate it. Just notice it. And just notice the space back of your eyes. And breathing in and letting go. And now, if you will, I invite you to imagine in the place right behind your navel, that place where you get a gut feeling right there. Imagine a tiny shimmering light. Notice its color. Notice its size. And as you breathe, direct your breath into that shimmering light. And notice that your breath expands it just a little. So continue to watch your breath and notice the light expanding just a little with each breath. Notice that shimmering light growing larger and larger. Continuing to notice your breath and expand the light till gradually it fills your abdominal cavity. And know that this light is divine, perfect, healing light. And as it fills your abdominal cavity, it soothes, relaxes, heals, releases any memories, calms that space. As you continue to watch your breath, allow that shimmering light to begin to rise up into your chest cavity, calming, soothing, healing. And it continues to rise up. You feel your chest cavity expanding as the light fills it, relaxes it. Rising up into your shoulders, into your neck, rising up into your jaw, filling your head. Shimmering, healing light, healing, soothing, calming. And now see that light gently flowing down your arms, into your elbows, wrists, hands, and fingers. That perfect light, soothing, calming, easing any tension. And see that light now pouring down into your legs, relaxing all the muscles and ligaments and tendons, easing the joints, pouring through your knees, down your legs, into your ankles, heels, and toes. See your body now alive with that shimmering light. And as you continue with your breathing, watch that light expand outside your body so that it is in your body and your body is in the light. And realize that your body is but a vessel to carry this healing light wherever you go. Everything you touch is soothed and healed. And now imagine with me that this shimmering light body has the ability to float and to move easily, effortlessly through the air to any place on earth. And so I invite you to imagine your light body now floating o'er the earth. Allowing it to gently circumnavigate all of North America. Healing and easing any tension. Directing this shimmering light, which expands and is unlimited. Directing this healing light all across Canada and the United States, particularly directing light over Ottawa and Washington, D.C. Seeing that light traveling down across Mexico, Central America, and all around South America now, particularly directing light over the Amazon forest, over any place where there is tension or strife. passing over the polar ice cap, moving up across Africa, all the way up the continent, releasing healing light wherever there is a need, up through Europe, across the Near East, India, the Middle East, over Russia, China, Japan, Indonesia, all the Pacific Islands, Australia, New Zealand, back across the Pacific Ocean to the east coast of North America. Hovering there midway between Ottawa and Washington, D.C., allowing your radiant, shimmering light to flow generously, unceasingly. Knowing that you're continuing to breathe into the light, creating more light with each breath. And I invite you once again as you begin to become aware once again of time and place, to know that your breath is forever creating light for you to use to heal your world and the greater world. So bring your attention back now to your breath and gradually bring your attention and awareness back to the room. Stretch up your neck, gently roll your head from side to side. Deep breath, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Thank you again for joining me this morning. Please stay with us for Michael Drisling's 15 minutes of beautiful music before we go on to our service at 10:30. Thank you for being here. Namaste.
yes. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside.
Good morning. What beautiful faces are all here this morning. This is great. So we are grateful to live, work, play, and create on the traditional and unceded territory of the Nanaimo people here in Nanaimo. And throughout Vancouver Island, we are on the territory of many First Nations that have cared for this land through thousands of years and are teaching us to do more. And for that, we say Haichka. And welcome. This is a place, as our song said, where we're all in this together. We're walking this path to spiritual awareness together. So you're welcome no matter where you come from on your spiritual journey and where you've been. You're welcome to be with us at this time in this place. So let us have some more music, please, Sharon.
I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. I'm living love every day. Spreading peace along the way. Right time, right place. Living love every day. I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, I am a light. I am a light in this world. In this world, this is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
Oh.
It was fun.
How many times did Ken not say it was a good one? I did it anyway.
I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I know I'm on the wrong note. I am the
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be denied. Find. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape can choose to be the light and brighten someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
You were driving the bus on that one. I was not with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
I was like sweating up there.
I was like, no, this is cool. Oh, no, it's I missed it. Oh, it's over.
Well, I think we could all go home now. Got what we came for, right?
Gitzla, was that a good one?
Okay, so I invite everybody to take a deep breath. And let's just take a moment to include in our hearts and minds the entire planet, all of life, knowing that we are one. Knowing that there is one power and one presence in this universe that is active in my life right here. And that power, that essence, that being is all that we call good and is creator. And as each of us is made of that essence, we too are creator. With our words, thoughts, intentions, and expectations, we create our experience of life. And so we intend for ourselves and for all of life peace, beauty, kindness, and love. And we know that as we send these words out into the universe, the very power and presence of the divine aligns behind it and makes our words so. And so it is. Amen. So this month, the children are working with the power of elimination or release. It's all about letting go and of the things that don't serve us. And one of the best ways to let go, of course, is to turn it over to our higher power. And so our children are learning about prayer today. And they're going to build a prayer box and write their first prayer requests and put them in there. So since it's all about letting go, I thought I should read you this poem by Sapphire Rose, and it's called She Let Go. You know it? She let go. Without a thought or a word, she let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions swarming around her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all the right reasons. Wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry, she just let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book on how to let go. She didn't search the scriptures. She just let go. She let go of all of the memories that held her back. She let go of all of the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all of the calculations about how to do it just right. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her day timer. She made no public announcement and put no ad in the paper. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She didn't do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. She didn't call the prayer line. She didn't utter one word. She just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause or congratulations. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was what it was, and it is just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her, and the sun and the moon shone forevermore. Pretty good, huh? Sharon.
Powerfully transformed. A world powerfully transformed.
Through the growing
Of shared spiritual awakening. Thank you.
You let it go.
Quite literally. Running round, fixing this and that, giving it up to God, then taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. You look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. So get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. The sun's gonna shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say-so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed, then dig it up to see if it's growing. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. One more time. Get out of the way. And get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing.
Another good one. You can't start a morning without a shuffle. You gotta shuffle. That good stuff?
Hello, check. Check 1, 2, test. All right. God is on our side, huh? Yeah. Yeah, God is on our side. Whatever we choose, we know God is on our side. Yeah. I'm here to tell you. God is on our side. You know that God out there, that thing, that essence, it's on our side. And I'm going to stand here today for righteousness. I ain't backing up, slacking up, sweating up till I've been the glory of God. Hallelujah! Yeah! Yeah. Good, huh? So I was watching this YouTube video the other day, and it was about the evangelicals. Thank you. And And this is what the guy did. And he had, it was this that got me. I ain't backing up, packing up, slacking up, or sweating up until I've been taken up by the glory of God. And I thought, like, first of all, he came up with that and then went, oh man. That's it right there. And then rehearsed it and then brought it to this crescendo of that. And the crowd went crazy. And it was awesome. And like, regardless of whether I believe what he's doing or any of that stuff, it was amazing. The commitment, right? The level of commitment. And this documentary was all about the politicizing that's going on in the U.S. of the evangelicals, right? They're using politics in religion. And it was an assignment I had in classes, but I was just blown. I thought, that's awesome. I don't want to be that guy, but maybe just for a moment. Maybe just for a moment. It was good. It was good. Yeah. And I could do that. I'm clear. I could probably, do that, but I did. There we go. I'm done. Thank you.
Slack it up.
Yeah. But on to something more in line with today's theme that we seem to be having, which is around our thoughts. There's an ancient story told of a Sufi trickster named Nasruddin. Has anybody heard of a trickster? Yeah? Well, one day he happened upon a man who was crying. And when he asked him what was the matter, the man and showed him this little bag he had. And he said, everything I have is in this bag. I'm so worthless. I have nothing. And so Nasruddin, being the trickster, that grabbed the bag and ran. This guy runs after him, and he ran far enough ahead that he could play in the middle of the path, and then he went and hid behind a bench. And the man ran up to the bag and found the bag, and he picked it up, and he was like, oh, thank God, thank you for giving me my bag back. I'm so grateful. And he jumped up from behind the bench, and he's like, hey, 2 minutes ago, you were crying. The bag was nothing, and you had nothing, and now you're praising God that you have your bag back. That's the story. Right? Perspective. I resemble that. Fill in the blank. What's going on in your head? What's the story you're telling yourself? I resemble that. Fill in the blank. And then what happens in your life? Exactly. Things show up. Thoughts are things, which was Charles Fillmore, I think, was in our newsletter this week. Thoughts are things. They occupy space in the mental field. Right? So we need to figure out, what is it that we're with in our heads? What's the story we're telling ourselves? What is it that we keep back to? And I know I've talked about this a bit lately, because it seems to be what I'm having to do right now is the cleaning of this thing up here. From here into the heart, the furthest journey, the hardest journey humans have is getting from here into here and dealing with people and being with people from this level, opposed to what's going on in here. I was reading this story this week. There was was in therapy with her therapist about sexual abuse when she was younger, and she could not get past that feeling that she should have been able to stop it. She was 4 years old. Like, how would that be possible? And so the therapist was struggling week after week with this woman to get her to see it. What happened to you is not your fault. You should have known better. You shouldn't have been able to stop it. And then one day in a session, the woman brought up her 5-year-old daughter. And so the therapist asked her, well, supposing your daughter came home and said that she had been abused by somebody at school, you then get up and tell her, you should have known better and you should have stopped. And the woman leapt out of her seat. He's like, are you crazy? Of course I wouldn't have. right? How kind are we to ourselves? Or how unkind are we to ourselves? How often do we beat ourselves up? You know, there's that idea of compassion in the world. How many people here think often about, when they think of compassion, it's how can I relate it to the rest of the world? How could I be more compassionate for others? How can I be more for others? Here, stop to start here, home, in our heart. Start with us first. That idea of the oxygen mask dropping from the plane. What do they all put the mask on first so that you can help others? Well, how can we distribute more love to the world, passion to the world, if we're not starting here? Right? Starting right here in home base. Building. Imagine, just imagine for a moment, there's so much love and compassion here that you have to, you can't hold on to it anymore. It's just bursting out of you. There's so much. You have to walk around town going, hey, would you like some love? Would you like some, here, I got, opening up the coat. Here's some love, here's some compassion, sharing it with others. Of course, people would want to lock you up. I understand that.
Take me away.
I'm asking Nico to please turn the thermostat down.
Oh, the thermostat. I thought you meant the TV. I knew you were saying down. I thought you meant the TV.
For those watching, Patricia is making weird hand gestures and things to Nico, which then caught my eye, and I was confused. I thought it was me. See, immediately I went to, oh, it's my talk. She wants Nico to do something to stop the action. Yeah. And I was like, oh no, I need to go practice more. I haven't done enough work yet. See how quickly that it just like immediately, seriously, I'm not kidding. Immediately I was thinking, am I doing something wrong? Is like,
Turn up the thermostat?
apparently I did, and now it needs to be taken down. If you had 7 people that watched an accident and interviewed them, you'd probably have 5 different interpretations of what happened. 2 might be the same, but 5 would come up with variations on the theme that are different from everybody else. Isn't that what happens to us in situations? We think we hear something a certain way. We think we witness something a certain way. We have these running dialogues in our subconscious that immediately take us to a spot where we see it in the way that we have trained ourselves to see life. And it's not good or bad, but chances are there's been moments in our lives where things have scared us, things have made us need to protect ourselves, and so we make decisions in that moment that then become the go-to savior in any moments where something looks like we might get injured. Oh, I've been here before. Immediately you respond a certain way. So we have this thing called neuroplasticity, our brain. I'm going to get a little science now, but we have this thing called neuroplasticity in our brain, which basically means that we can rewrite the neural pathways. We can redesign how our thinking is. That's what meditation does. That's what prayer does. That's what taking time to connect with ourselves does. That's what looking at our own lives and saying, hey, how could I respond better in a moment? Or how could I have not been that way at that time? Reflection allows us to begin to rewrite that way of thinking, that way of being. You know, it often occurs to me how many times in the New Testament they talk of Jesus going off to pray, where he was off in the silence, where he goes off and prays and recalculates what's going on. At least that's my story, is that that's what he's doing. He's off, rewriting the thought process, connecting, getting himself clear again. And that's what we can do. We can do that for ourselves. It's a beautiful thing when you think about it, that we have this ability to actually take our own thinking and redesign it so that we can be, that better person that we want to be. We can respond differently in the future. I had a great example of this come up for me earlier this week. And, I've been with the same person for 23 years. Is that it? 23 years?
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I know how long we've been married. I'm trying to think of the dates when we first met. See, good say. Is that good? Huh? Huh? Thank you.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
And it's all been absolutely amazing with no disagreements ever. There has never been any learning opportunities ever in this relationship. Yeah. But we had a conversation earlier this week, and I won't go into the details, but it was very clear to me that the person I have spent 23 years with, which I love very much, and I appreciate everything that we have built, everything we've done together, was in a place where the way I am at times might not be great. What was the mess, the card you had for the mess?
Welcome to the mess.
Yeah. Apparently my way of doing things.
Oh, yes. My way of housekeeping appears to have been a struggle.
Right, my way of housekeeping there appears to have been a struggle. My way of being sometimes can appear to be a struggle for others, right? To deal with me. Anyhow, here's what I noticed though. This is what I'm getting to, is that as Leslie spoke her truth to me, I was getting triggered. I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to lash back and say things back that defended me or defended my position. And when she asked me, when she finished what she needed to say, she asked me if I had anything to say. And I actually stopped and said no, which she didn't believe me. But I was able to then pause and let her know, this is what's coming up for me right now. I want to respond in a way that protects me, right? That saves me right now, that makes me feel better about myself. And the things I want to say are this, right? I was very upfront about it. I was very, I still said what I needed to say, but it was coming from a place of, I want to react this way right now, and I know it's not helpful. But I just want you to know where I'm coming from, that right now I want to protect myself because I see what you're saying and I know that I have some stuff to do around what you're telling me, but I don't like it. Right? I'm not okay with this right now. And what I want to do right now is, throw the sword back so that I can be, yeah, see? You're just as bad as me. But it was wonderful to have this opportunity to actually respond differently than I would have 6 months ago. I would have just launched into my diatribe of whatever I need to say, as opposed to saying, you know what, I need some time to process this. Here's how I want to react, and I'm not going to react that way, so I just request that we end this now, and I will go off and do what I need to do around this. Now, I don't know how Leslie felt after that. I actually went to Vancouver for a birthday celebration. I actually left at that point. And for those that missed it, Leslie just said it was awesome. But I was able to get to myself to a place of understanding, oh, I have some work to do on me. I'm not all spiritually mature as I like to think I am. I'm doing all of this work, but I haven't figured anything out, really, except that I know I can rewrite how I react to things. And I guess I'm telling you this story because if I can do that, if I can take my immediate reaction to want to be cavalier and protect myself, but stop, then I think all of us can do that. All of us can do that. And what brought me to that was the idea of compassion. How could I see this and see Leslie as somebody, instead of somebody who's attacking me, what if I look at Leslie as somebody who's crying out for some help around something? There's been something that's happened. I have been part of it. How can I give her the space and the compassion to do what she needs to do in this moment and not make it about me? Right, which was what we want to do. It's totally natural that in any given moment you want to make it about you so you can protect yourself from the hurt, the pain, the suffering, whatever that is. And maybe it was the quote from Thich Nhat Hanh that I read. Anytime there's a little bit of suffering that you notice, bring compassion to it. And so if we're here to heal one another, which I believe we are, then what if we were to do that instead of reacting the way we want to react? Because we're human and we just want to protect ourselves. It's not bad. It's just that's the way we're constructed. That's the way our amygdala work. It's about speed. It's not about accuracy. I need to save you right now. But was there a real threat to me? No. I wasn't going to die. I was hurt, but I was hurt because I could see how I contributed to her hurt. And that's a whole different place to come from. So I invite all of us, as we go throughout the week, even today, to just see how can I bring more compassion? How can I see somebody else's position in life and think that they're just like me? They're probably hurting through something and they're reacting to it. And now I can add to that.
And often it's just an automatic response without even taking the time to think about your response.
Yeah.
A conditioned response.
Thank you. So for those that don't know, Ken just shared that often it's us just reacting from an automatic response without even thinking about it. We just immediately go into this way of responding. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the amygdala. It just kicks in. You know, I can look back and say, hey, when I was 4 years old, I made a decision that I was helpless. And I can see how often that has driven decision makings in my life. When I was 12 years old, I remember an incident where I was with a group of people and I felt like I didn't belong. And I made the decision that I'd be better off alone. That's why I went to Vancouver yesterday.
That was just smart.
That was just, but no, I can see how many times in my life now where that 12-year-old decision, the decision of a 12-year-old boy, was I would be better off alone. And how many times can I look, and in a moment I can see all of the moments. It's like a flashcard of all of those moments where I have told myself I'd just be better off alone. Yeah, I could do this way better if I was just by myself, right? Because the pain of what was in front of me brought back that pain, and my amygdala said, this is how you save yourself. It's worked before. Here it is. Here's the clean card to get through, to get to the other side. And you take it without thinking. But what if you could pause and begin to rewrite that? It begins with love and compassion for who?
Me.
For yourself, for me, yes. It begins here. I was able to bring tears and love and compassion to my 4-year-old self and my 12-year-old self and see that he was just doing his best for that moment based on everything he knew at that time. The best decision he could make was I'm helpless or I'd be better off alone. And you know what? I don't need to do that anymore because I'm older now and I got this. I can see what's going on around me. I'm not about to get eaten by a tiger. It's okay. How did you figure this out last week? Were you flipped the sheets properly?
Legend says that only one can flip the sheet.
I'm going to end with two things. One is, anybody a fan of Coldplay? Yeah, the band Coldplay. They have this great song. They have many great songs, but this one in particular, which is actually, it's interesting because have you ever heard songs and then you make up what the song means and then maybe you listen to the songwriter and what they wrote the song about is so far away from what you thought? But that's beautiful, right? That's artistry. That's the beauty of art, is it's supposed to bring something up inside of each person that's experiencing it, and it's their own thing. And it's great. So this song is actually about the French Revolution. However, I thought this was a beautiful idea around letting things go. I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning, I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castles stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. And when I read that, I was like, that's my life. Wait a second, I resemble that remark, that song, that lyric. And this brings me to the final piece today. So first of all, thank you everybody for bearing with me and allowing me to have my evangelical moment. There may be more in the future, I'm not sure, but it felt good to express that. This is, I'm not sure if I have this name correct. I think it's Jabin Yu, who refers to himself as a rambling alcoholic. And he writes for Medium, "Death is an arrogant bastard. Death is such a narcissist. What an ego complex he has. Death thinks he's all badass and stuff because he collects the souls of the living. Oh, look at me, I'm Death. I have a sickle and people are afraid of me. What an arrogant bastard. Shut up, Death. No one really cares. We're all too busy living. You think you're an evil and mighty. No, sir, we're not afraid of you. Death, we're afraid of not living. Also, Death, what do you even do? What is your purpose? You don't kill people. Disease, natural disaster, monsters, old age, they kill people. You're just a wannabe follower of misery, collecting the souls after all the other evils do their job. You're evil's janitor. Oh. That's what you are. You come in after all the wickeds and damnations do their job to clean the place for tomorrow. And you still think you're all cool and tough. Ha! Don't make us laugh. It's because you think you're so untouchable, isn't it? Well, we can prevent death. Sure, I guess you're right. Everyone dies eventually. But think again, because remember, you are useless without your friends. And we can sure as hell put up a fight against them. We can prevent disease, prepare for natural disasters, protect our fellow Samaritans, and old people don't give a damn about dying. We're not at the mercy of you, Death. You are at the mercy of life. And sure, we can only prolong you, not prevent you. But even when we die, then what? What powers are yours then? Death? If to die is to sleep, and sleep makes us stronger, then death shall make us invincible. And then you'll truly be done for. You've effectively just made your own worst enemy. Good luck fighting against everlasting life. What an idiot. And join me now. Allow yourself to be present. I invite you to take just one thing from whatever you heard today, whatever you'll hear for the rest of the day, something that speaks to you, and bring that into your heart. And once it's there, you can just let it go, knowing that you've put it there. The opportunity of release and let go is for all things. The pain and the suffering, the joy and the enthusiasm. It's so that we can let go and get up to the work at hand, the moment that is right here, right now. I invite you to allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel. And to remember that you can fill your own love and compassion. And with that, just breathe in with me, nice and deep. Let it go. One more, right into the belly. Hold it, and let it go. Namaste.
Breathe through me, oh blessed Spirit, breathe through me, oh blessed Spirit, breathe through me, speak through
Please. No, sit. Feels comfortable having people in back. Well, now it feels weird because you walked away. What did I do wrong?
That's exactly right. She doesn't like me.
Yeah, she's messing with my head. It's working. My confidence is gone. Oh, it was never there in the first place. It's the difference between confidence and anyway. I've always been fascinated by this one particular rhythm. It's 5 and 3, and it creates this very. Let's go play with that.
I must say that trying to have a different rhythm with each hand must be a lot like this thing. Yeah. Wow, that was amazing.
I mean, I ain't no drummer though. So
All right, we have some announcements, I believe. Goody, goody. So, gift and craft sale continues today, and I'm going to invite, what's her name? Brenda. So there's quite a few of us here. If we all descend at once, and if we get to 50 people, we need to check vaccination status. So I'll leave that up to Brenda, who's going to open the door now and let the vendors in. And we invite you all to come. There's some amazing products over there, very unique and a great Christmas gift selection. So please go on over there after we're finished here. And Zoom Fellowship Circle, right after service tonight, you can click on the Zoom link in your newsletter, or those are the meeting ID codes, and that's, Thomas, are you going to make that today?
I will.
Thomas will be there to receive your accolades and questions and challenges or whatever else comes up for you about the talk today.
I'll make it all like it was bad for me.
Yeah, okay. So please join in that. That's a great little discussion circle that happens. And Tasha is going to introduce, starting this week, game night, board game night, 7 o'clock in the big room. So put that on your calendar. What fun. And next week, last week, the group met in Comox Valley at this, the spiritual center there to watch the service together. They had, most of their members came out, and it was a great success. They're going to do it again. So if you're in the Comox Valley area, anywhere up there, please send Judy an email to let her know you'll be coming and join the group there to watch the service. And Victoria is having one more prayer circle on Tuesday, a week Tuesday at the Metropolitan Church. So gather there. It's an opportunity for those living on the Lower Island to get together as well as to come together in prayer. Gratitude today is for Sharon. Not just for the magnificent job you've done today, but Sharon has been a long-term member of Unity. She's sung before we went on Zoom. She used to lead us. She's been the Dustbusters lead. She's been on the board. She's just been a valuable core member of Unity. We appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you.
simply the best.
Gisela's coming to give you a hug. And we thank everyone that's contributed to us in whatever way you're able to do that, as volunteers or as financial supporters. We appreciate. Without you, we can't do what we do. So thank you. If you need some help to set up recurring transactions, donations, just give me a call at the office, or Cindy can help you with your bank setup, or e-transfer is the best way if you're able to support us financially. That's donations@vancouverisland.com. And our abundance affirmation. What did I say?
You said Vancouver Island. It's unityvancouverisland.com.
Oh, I left the Unity off.
You did correct. Sorry to be, I'm not trying to, but
Yeah, it's serious stuff. Donations at unityvancouverisland.com. Yeah. Leslie said, do you see what I live with? Yeah. All right.
Something's burning in here. Something's burning. Whoa.
oh man, my therapy bills are going
I don't know what we're going to do next week. So let's join together for our abundance affirmation. The infinite and eternal supply of all good things awaits my acceptance. Knowing my worthiness, I accept, use, share, and release, trusting that I am always abundantly provided for, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
The children are coming.
The children are coming. The children are coming.
Hi, children. We're so glad you joined us this morning. Let's tell them how we feel. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. Thank you for being here this morning. I want to especially thank the team this morning with the addition of Brian on sound and Don on camera for the first time. Thank you. Kyle. And as always, Kyle in charge. Let's stand and do our prayer of protection and the peace song.
The light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
And so it is. Amen. And Don will be in the prayer room immediately after service. Thank you, Don.